Hey, how are you? My name is Tammy Hardin and I'm the Unemotional Eater. I just wanted to tell you real quickly just a little bit about me and kind of how I got here. About 25 years ago, I got introduced to the drug and alcohol field. And I loved being in that environment, but I started seeing a couple of things consistent. One, you saw people relapse, and I didn't understand why that was. And then the second thing is when you saw people who even stayed sober, all of a sudden they would pick up other, I really don't like the word addiction, I'll just say compulsions. You'd see them gain 30, 40 pounds, a host of things. They get really into work or whatever, I lovingly refer to that as changing seats on the Titanic. But I started watching, how do you treat that? How does somebody move back to wholeness? And so I got really focused on food because that's been my own personal journey. I've done what a lot of other people have done. I've done every diet that's out there, some of them multiple times. I think I've done Weight Watchers 4 times now. LA Weight Loss, Jenny Craig, Atkins, you name it, I've done it. So this isn't a knowledge issue. It wasn't that I didn't know how to eat. It's that, you get into a stress moment and you find yourself, it's almost like this tape plays and you don't even realize that it's playing, and you're compulsed to go do that thing that you said you really didn't want to do anymore. And so I started on this, I looked at all the traditional medicines and, they all have their place, but I'm more into the natural or alternative medicine, and I just wanted something different. And so it sent me on this quest. And so, when you look at all my qualifications, I'm certified in about everything, because I was just on this search for what was how does this really change? And so for me personally, I found this practice called EFT, and I liken it to emotional acupressure. And what happened for me personally is the more it was like I had stress in my body that I didn't even realize that I had. It was like I had this stress and anxiety that was almost like having the radio station. It was like being on the radio, and you know how the radio's on static, really loud, and that was going on in my body 24/7. And so what learning how to do this EFT has done is it put it on station and turned the volume down. The two things that I am a little bit different than traditional is I'm also a biblical counselor, and so I bring some other background into the work that I do. But today I do a specific food protocol just to help people stop being emotional eaters. That's probably the biggest victory I have in my life is, right now there's Girl Scout cookies in my house. They've been here for weeks, and I can eat 2 at a time. Before I started doing this work, I didn't have any ability to do that whatsoever. I can go to the grocery store when I am in a heightened state of stress, and only get what's on my list. And it's not that white knuckle gutting it out, by God thing that we do. It's just been removed. And there is something powerful when something so silly as, a candy bar no longer owns you. And if you don't know what that means, then you're not who I help. But if you know what it is to have a donut or a cookie or a candy bar or potato chips or pizza or whatever that thing is own you, and you have no ability to say no, even when you think, oh my gosh, I can't put another ounce in my mouth, but yet you shove it in anyway, I can completely change your life. The power of this is when you take the emotions out of food, then all of a sudden it's just about eating the food for the nutrition that it's there for, and you get to weigh what you want to weigh. There's something really powerful about that. Anyway, my name is Tammy Hardin. I'm the Unemotional Eater, and I can teach you how to be that too. Blessings.